glad to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone Pickens Stadium. We're headed toward the back stretch of the season, Week 9, and we couldn't be more fired up about this clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, it is a wild scene here down on the field. The home coach has told me pregame he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Cowboys headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Brown will throw it. Finds his man. It's Kane. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Cobb. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Got enough for the 1st. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Brown wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Run in the red zone. It's Washington. Able to get one down to the 15.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Into the end zone, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Might be changing the route. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got his man on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open at the time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run it from the gun. On the move at the 30. Oh, he's got some space. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Finding some room. Makes it past the marker. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Brown will throw it. Got it. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do well. First and goal, and the defense their heads spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
In the red area, it's Washington. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's a fly. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Motion from the wideout. Using his legs, it's Hawkins. Follows a good block there, picks up threes out to the 9.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Second down, he'll throw it. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. It'll be third and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, he has to throw for it. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Young. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Young. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
Punch it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Behind the chains now on second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying to impose their will with the run. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Brown wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Turning it on. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's gotten this defense on their heels.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Wide open spaces. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Auburn! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The offense changing the play. They'll start this drive with a pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. On the move, he fires. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right on the money. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over.
Might have a chance. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Defense looks as if it's coming. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. The short hands, it's Singleton. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I mean, some quarterbacks have a hard enough time just completing passes in the pocket, but to do it on the run, like when you got that kind of speed and that kind of momentum going, it takes a special kind of athlete, and that quarterback, he's a different breed.
Brown will throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Singleton. There he goes. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. The run inside. It's caught. Runs for the tackle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field, but you can't let the defense know where you're going with it. It's a really good timing between those two on that play.
Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Brown wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Running inside, it's Hawkins. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Catch in the middle, it's Hawkins. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught by Coleman. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Oh, it's blocked. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
And Week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We start with the Wyoming Cowboys taking on the Houston Cougars. And it's the Cowboys able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. This ball club now stands at 6 wins. They've ensured themselves at the very least of a 500 regular season.
So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 2nd half. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that...
Makes the catch, and he's free. He's at the 50. The 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole 9. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets up.
Caught! They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Cowboys racing to the line in the hurry up. Running the red zone. It's Hawkins. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback making checks. They'll move the tight end. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Might want to muster up that protection. They had one blocked earlier. Never a doubt. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Brown will throw it. Here's a heat. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Hawkins. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He might want another play. Back to pass. Stepping to the right. It's on target and complete. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking for space, it's Hawkins. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Cowboys are in the hurry up. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He fires to the left side. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the Cowboys will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
The run inside. It's Cobb.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown wants to pass. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. And off to Jones. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Back to pass on second down. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got it. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Snap from the gun on third down. He's got the back in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. So first down will open up the final period. They'll try the left side. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Now the play fake. Scrambling away. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Brown will throw it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Holds it in. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback, because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Running inside, it's Hawkins. Got enough for the first. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup. The Cowboys want to pick up the tempo.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. It's Hawkins. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
On the run, it's Hawkins. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on second down. Looking to the big tight end. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Are you kidding me? Lucky number 7. He's got 7 interceptions on the season, consistently around the ball. High IQ, breaks on the football great. This guy just makes play after play after play.
Brown wants to pass. Finds the tight end.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Looking to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. And he makes it past the 1st down marker, hits the slide, and they'll move the sticks.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They used a timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Brown will throw it. He lets it fly. He's got it down the field. And he'll be brought down, and he has them set up with a 1st and goal as we've reached the 2-minute timeout. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. With the run on 1st and goal. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their 2nd. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Now a timeout called by the Cowboys, and they will have no more. That's their 3rd. And they've used their last timeout, and now the offense can start burning the clock. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss.
Well, this is a quarterback who's used to using his athleticism to his advantage and burning defenses, but there was nothing going there. Great job by the defense, taking everything away and forcing a run for a loss, as that quarterback was smart to get out of bounds.
Pass is knocked away, incomplete, and how good is it to have a linebacker who can cover that much ground?
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game, and one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. It's a pretty good day.
Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. first part of the equation complete with the touchdown. Now the two-point try if you want to make the deficit just a field goal. Driving for the goal line, loose football. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. 35 seconds remaining. They'll line up for the onside kick to try to pull this thing out. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season.